opportunities, which are amazing. I am not knocking any of it. But for some, spiritually, they want to be, next to, Jennifer Lopez and Viola Davis, right? So how does that happen? And a lot of them don't know what to do. They don't know how to navigate. And so that can become a frustration and you want to throw the towel in. So that's part of how I ended up meeting Mr. G Boss, is that we started a showcase that allows talent from New England to show their skill set to agents, managers, and casting directors that are based in the bigger markets, who are looking for fresh faces to work with the understanding that, hey, I'm based in New England, but I don't mind traveling to New York. I don't have a problem in going into Chicago or California for the right opportunities. So that's something that we started this year, and our first showcase weekend will be October 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Framingham Sheraton. Contact me to learn more about it. But again, going back to this vision of loving Boston, loving where I come from, but also being real about some of the disconnects and struggles that we have being a Bostonian or being a New Englander. And so, like I said, this showcase is geared toward that idea of saying, Tommy has been doing this for 9 years. He stomped the New England territory, and now he's ready for something a little bit different. This is the right show for you.
That's right. So when is your event coming up again?
It's going to be October 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Framingham Sheraton.
And what will you be doing there mainly?
It's a 3-day weekend with the idea of continued training and prep for the attendees, but on Saturday, it will be open to the public to come and view. The talent that is participating will showcase their skills in a variety of acting categories, from improv to commercial to monologue, again, to showcase their skills to agents and casting directors coming in from New York, LA, and Chicago. And these agents and casting directors and managers are looking for fresh faces. And keep in mind that I keep saying fresh, not new. These are people who have been doing this and have what my lovely business partner Joyce, who is currently training, says they got some skin in the game. That's her thing, the skin in the game. But don't really know how to navigate these bigger markets, and it can get very expensive. And the last thing you want is to go out into New York, not have an understanding of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and next thing you know, you've dropped $5,000-$10,000. That's another deterrent, where people just didn't know what to do, and they were introduced to opportunities that really didn't pan out, but ended up costing them thousands of dollars. I met a family who found some company, and they sold them on this package of photos and marketing materials and blang, blang, blang. And it ended up running her almost $5,000 for the 2 kids. She was on a payment plan, and by the time she finished paying it off, it was almost a year later, so most of the materials were half usable because we change. So again, this is what I'm trying to do, is I want to be someone that can help aspiring actors and models navigate the business effectively so that they find their level and version of success. Because remember, success is within the eye of the beholder. No one else can say that you are or are not successful. So here I am.
That's right.
Call me.
So what is the age group?
So we start from 13 up.
13 up. That's right. So I'm going to give you guys the telephone number again. It's 617-682-6667, Safiya, and just give her a call. If you have any questions, just give her a shout. And because there are a lot of actors in Hollywood who just went for it. He said, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And some of them, they worked. They went there, they worked, and today they're some of the biggest actors that we see today. Same situation, and this is where you come in. This is your skill. This is your gift. So join her, folks, with her gift. So the big event is coming up again on October 1st. Mr. G Boss We got to big up Mr. G-Boss every time for doing this. He's been doing this for a long time. You know
Yes,
that?
yes, absolutely. I remember him. So when I first heard his name, I was like, no, nothing. I don't remember. And then when I saw him, I'm like, oh no, you used to do all the hair shows and da da
That's
da.
right.
And he's like, oh, so you, yeah. I said, well, I think I'm a little older than you think I am. And he's like, I think you're this. And I was like, yeah, you got it wrong. And he's like, okay, I give you that. So he didn't realize that I've been a little bit around,
Yeah.
a little seasoned. So I've had the pleasure of seeing some of his productions, in my early teens and in late 20s. So very excited to reconnect on a more personal level and not
Yeah.
just a name.
That's right. That's right. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming by, and I'll keep the card handy. If anybody calls me, hopefully they'll call you directly, but sometimes they do call in the studio. I'll keep this card here, and I could forward them to you. And I wish you well at the G-Boss event, and I wish you well at your event as well.
Thank you so much. I
And
really
leave
appreciate
me
it.
information on that event, or send me some information. Is it on the back?
It is on the back.
Oh, perfect. It's
Yep.
on the back. So I'll keep this here, and I'll mention this again for the families who are thinking about if they have young folks who are interested in acting and modeling. This is a pathway, folks, an opportunity. If you've thought about it, this is a chance to really get into the industry. I want to thank you so much, Safiya, for coming by.
Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to coming back.
Indeed, and I wish you well.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks again.